Welcome to Movie World Plus, the place where we talk movies, plus streaming, plus whatever I want to talk about in Hollywood. And today I'm here to review Uncharted, the film adaptation of the popular video game starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg and Antonio Banderas. Now, I have to say right out the gate, I have not played the game. I know it's like an Indiana Jones type game, but I can't compare it to the game, so my review is coming from someone who doesn't know the game. I know Nathan Drake, and he's older. I know the comparison. A lot of people are like, this isn't Tom Holland. Why didn't they get, Nathan Fillion or somebody else? I saw his short film was really cool when he did that. So I can't come in with those expectations, and I know a lot of you are probably going to have a lot of thoughts about how this is as an Uncharted adaptation, because he's definitely younger. But that aside, I did have fun with this movie. Now, this movie has some incredible sequences in it. They've sort of shown them all off in the trailers, but there's two particular sequences that I thought were fantastically done. There's a main sequence that the sort of film starts with and then comes back to in when Tom Holland's sort of falling from an airplane. That's really exciting and well done, and it's an exciting sequence. I thought it looked good, and it's a big epic moment. There's another one that the trailers have shown where, again, they're in sort of pirate ships. I don't want to give too much away. Those two sequences are really fun and fantastic and sort of the big set pieces of the film. The rest of this film is, them on a quest trying to find the treasure. It's not as fast-paced like a National Treasure. It's a little bit slowed down, but a lot of clues and tricks. But I'm always frustrated when these movies with clues where the viewer has no idea how to solve these things. It's always inconvenient. Them looking around a room, finding something, finding it, putting it together, putting the key in. At a certain point, I like quest movies, but there's a lot of finding the word, Tom Holland thinking, what's it mean in the book? Oh, yeah, turn the key this way. And there's a little bit too much of it, which I wanted more cool sequences and twists and booby traps and things that I feel like they could have had more of. Overall, though, that complaint aside, they have good chemistry. Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland have good chemistry. The real hurdle I'm with on Tom Holland is look, I like him. This isn't necessarily a complaint, but it's hard to not see him as Peter Parker. He doesn't have much range in these movies. Now, look, comparing this to Walking Chaos Walking, this one now, Spider-Man, they're all very similar. I think the movie he did show some more range with was Cherry. I will give him credit there. But the movie starts with him saying, kicking somebody and going, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, that was such a bad choice to start out the movie with him in Peter Parker mode. I didn't mean to hurt you. I wish he would have been a little tougher right out the gate. The film does pick up better where we meet him as a bartender, and he's clearly like a pickpocket thief, and he's smarter and a little more, he's different. You can see there's a difference. He's playing. However, the film did him no favors by sort of starting him with whoa, where am I? I'm out of my place, and I'm so sorry, Aunt May, type of thing. Threw me off a little bit. That's my only complaint with Tom Holland. He needs to definitely figure out a way to choose these types of movies and not be the apologetic kid guy anymore and be more confident. And this was an opportunity where he could have done that. And it's close, but I think a sequel could give him a chance to be more confident, tougher, less apologetic, and try to be an action hero in his own right. He's just a little young. Together, though, him and Mark Wahlberg are fun. They're both just sort of thieving, con men. Mark Wahlberg more so as Sully. The whole movie is just a bunch of double crosses of who's going to double cross who and who can you trust, just like any of these types of heist, treasure movies typically are. I don't want to spoil it. It's a lot of tropes I've seen before, is what I guess I'll say. It's a lot of tropes I've seen before. That said, I had fun with it. I did have fun with it overall. It was a fun time. I think a lot of people are going to rag on this movie. It's by no stretch of the imagination an amazing movie, but I do think the two big set pieces helped set it apart, where you're just like, well, that's pretty. And there's a few other fun moments, for sure. It's not like it's just two. There's a few other action moments throughout that I thought were well done, and Tom Holland is good at running around and chasing, and he has it in him. I think Tom Holland has potential to be a good movie star. However, these movies he's picking beyond Spider-Man aren't always the best. But I don't hate them. They're just sort of middle level type of stuff. He definitely needs a better script here, and you can tell him and Sony are trying to build a franchise without a doubt. And to be honest, I'd see another one. I'd see another one of these movies. I think it has potential. The movie definitely teases. I mean, they show it. The scene with Sully with his mustache in the trailers is literally the end credit scene. So stick through the credit. There's 2 end credit scenes, but stick through the credits. Like there's one more mid actual credit rolls, or was it at the end? Either way, it's later in the credits where you get to see that scene play out, and there's more to it. But fans were outraged that Sully, the character Mark Wahlberg plays, doesn't have a mustache. I did know that much. And so they clearly were like, guys, relax. He has a mustache in an end credit scene. So again, I'm sure there's a lot of, I've seen some complaints of this film just because it's not like the video game. I can't compare it. Someone who not played, I had fun with it. Tom Holland is a likable guy. I was talking to Lewis, like I think a lot of people compare him to like a Michael J. Fox. And I go back and think about Michael J. Fox, and like Michael J. Fox didn't have the most range either. Let's be honest. Like when he was always Alex P. Keaton in the beginning, Family Ties, and then Back to the Future just took it such another level that he had 2 really iconic characters with Marty McFly and Alex P. Keaton, and we liked him. He was just likable, and he was a fun actor to watch and root for. Heartthrob in his own way, but not like the muscly one like Tom Holland is. And I think, Tom Holland would be smart to just follow that path of Michael J. Fox. It's a what a career to be able to have if he can pull it off. He just needs another big character that people can rely on. Look, I think that's the type of actor I think he has potential to become. Michael J. Fox wasn't getting Oscar nominations and doing huge dramatic roles. I mean, he did Casualties of War. He did some stuff where he stretched just like Tom was trying to do. But I think ultimately, he became a likable romantic lead and just comedy guy and did some interesting choices. I think that's another potential that Tom Holland has here. I see it in him, and I enjoy watching him. He's likable. Mark Wahlberg has some fun back and forth with him. He's like a tougher one, more sarcastic. Can we trust him? Can we not? And the 2 of them working off each other works. There are other I don't know who the actress is, but I did like her. She was a good addition. And then Antonio Banderas as the villain, and this other, I don't know who this actor. I didn't like her as another bad guy in the film. She was kind of generic. Overall, look, it's fine. I had fun with it. I wasn't like disappointed. It's a fun movie in theaters. The beginning sequence in the IMAX is worth checking out. If you are a huge lover of the game, be prepared. It's probably going to be different for you. If you like the genre, the Indiana Jones sort of adventure genre, it's fun. But again, I warn you, there's definitely a lot of puzzle solving. Probably a little bit longer on the puzzle solving, whereas I feel like National Treasure, it's pacing. Yes, the puzzle solving's ridiculous most of the time, but they're moving around a lot. They keep it going so much and crazy, and then we got to kidnap the president. And I kind of like that sort of silliness, just owning what it is, you know what I mean? Whereas in this, there's a lot of just like no consequences to just destroying things that then they like slow down, and I'm just like, why is no one coming after to arrest them? Like, wasn't Mark Wahlberg on camera bidding at that auction that he just tried to steal the item from? Like, because it's a little slowed down. I don't know. There's like a limited stakes or something that I just don't. My brain clicks back on, and so I wish they would have just amped up the action like they did in those 2 big sequences throughout the whole film, and I think it would have been even funner. Hopefully if they do another round and this does do well, which it seems like it could, they take that note and really just lean into the fun of it and have these 2 bicker and have fun and go solve some fun, more mysteries, treasure hunters. So there you go, Uncharted. I didn't hate it. I know some people are hating on it. I had fine. It's a fine Sony attempt at being an adventure film. And did it need to be called Uncharted? Yeah, because they're so desperate they can't make any original movies anymore. Could this have been just a new original character that Tom Holland tried to make? It might have worked better that way. Because it seems like, from what I'm hearing, it's not very close. Tell me in the comments if you've seen it or not. Was this blasphemy to the game? Did it bother you? I want to hear all those thoughts. Also, if you want more movie takes, I post them here now. Movie World Plus, hit that bell for alerts, subscribe, leave a comment, smash the like button, all that jazz to get more movie reviews, commentary, and more coming here to Movie World Plus. Thanks for watching, everybody.